Have you ever been on a date, or even in a relationship, and had that quiet, sinking feeling? The one where you wonder, is he even really seeing me? Or am I just background noise? You try everything to connect, to get past the surface-level chat and really get him to feel something profound for you. But it's like there's a wall there, and you just can't break through. Well, what if I told you that breaking through isn't about what you say, but about a single moment? A specific, almost silent signal you can send right before he gets close to you. And it's not a manipulative trick, it's actually based on the work of the legendary psychologist Carl Jung, who discovered a secret doorway into a man's deepest desires. It's about speaking a language his psyche is already wired to understand. So, to truly grasp this idea of a secret signal, we have to take a quick dive into a really fascinating part of psychology. It's a concept from Carl Jung called the anima. Now, don't let the term intimidate you. At its heart, it's a beautifully simple and profound idea about the human experience, specifically about the inner world of men. Jung proposed that deep within every man's unconscious mind, far below his everyday thoughts, his ego, and the persona he shows the world, there exists an inner, feminine aspect. He called this the anima. It's crucial to understand that this isn't about biological sex or gender roles. It's about fundamental energy. Think of it as the essence of the feminine principle that exists within his psyche. This inner feminine isn't something he's fully aware of. It's more like a deep, underground river that influences his feelings, his moods, his instincts, and especially his attractions without him even realizing it. This anima isn't born in a vacuum. It's shaped over his entire lifetime, starting from his earliest relationships. It's formed from his experiences with his mother, his sisters, his first crush, every influential woman he's ever known, blended with the archetypes of femininity he sees in stories, myths, and culture. It all gets woven together into this internal, composite image of the feminine. This means that every man's anima is uniquely his own, a kind of subconscious blueprint of his ideal feminine energy. It holds everything from his capacity for nurturing and intuition to his sense of beauty, connection, and even his creativity. Now, here's where it gets really interesting and directly relevant to you. A man's deepest, most primal desire isn't simply for a woman out there in the world. On a psychological level, it's a desire to connect with this lost, hidden part of himself. He carries this unconscious image within him, and he yearns to make it real, to integrate it, to feel whole. But because it's unconscious, he can't just go looking for it inside. Instead, he does something called projecting. Without even thinking, he projects this inner image of his anima onto the women he meets in the outer world. This is why a man can sometimes feel an instant, powerful, and inexplicable pull towards a woman. It's that feeling of love at first sight, or a connection he can't quite logically explain. He looks at her and something just clicks. It feels like recognition, like he's known her forever. In that moment, it's not entirely about who she is as a separate person. It's that she, in that specific moment, embodies some key quality that resonates perfectly with the unconscious image living inside him. She feels familiar to his soul because, in a way, she reflects a part of his own soul back to him. This projection is what triggers that overwhelming sense of desire and fascination. It's why he'll say things like, "I just feel like I get you," or, "It feels like we were meant to be," even early on. He's responding to this profound, unconscious recognition. So, if this projection is happening unconsciously on his part, what can you possibly do? This is where the idea of a secret signal comes in, and it's probably not what you're thinking. This isn't about learning a manipulative trick or putting on a performance. It's the exact opposite. It's about becoming conscious of this profound psychological dance yourself and choosing, with authenticity and grace, to participate in it. The signal is the act of consciously and gently mirroring a quality of his own inner feminine energy back to him at a pivotal moment. It's about creating a resonance, a sense of familiarity that speaks directly to his unconscious, telling it that you are a place where this lost part of himself can feel seen and at home. This is the most important thing to remember. This is not about being inauthentic or pretending to be someone you're not. You are not acting. You are connecting. Every woman contains multitudes. You have a nurturing side, a playful side, a mysterious side, a strong and independent side. This is simply about understanding the energy of the moment you're in and choosing which authentic part of your own beautiful spectrum to reveal to foster that deep connection. It's about strategic authenticity, being your full self, but understanding which facet of that self will create the most powerful resonance right now. While Jung described a whole evolution of the anima, let's focus on two of the most powerful facets that are crucial for sparking that initial, deep desire. Think of these not as roles to play, but as energies or languages you can speak. The first is often symbolized by Eve, representing the primal, nurturing, and life-giving force. This is the energy of genuine care, warmth, and unconditional acceptance. It's the feeling of coming home, of safety, of being truly seen and comforted without judgment. When you channel this energy, you are mirroring that fundamental, nurturing aspect of his anima. It's in the way you might gently notice a hint of fatigue in his eyes and offer a moment of sincere concern, or how you create a space that feels peaceful and welcoming. It's a softness and a presence that says, "With me, you are safe. You can rest." The second facet is often linked to the energy of Helen, embodying allure, romance, intelligence, and captivating mystery. This is not about overt seduction in a cliché way, but about possessing a deep, intriguing presence that invites him in. It's the energy of playful challenge, of a mind that sparks his curiosity, and a spirit that maintains a sense of mystery. This is the part of you that has a passionate life of her own interests, her own opinions, and her own allure that exists independently of him. When you mirror this facet, you are captivating. It's in the way you might hold eye contact for a second longer, not with invitation, but with a quiet, knowing confidence. It's in the way you share an idea you're passionate about, lighting up with an intelligence that he finds utterly attractive. It's the slight, playful smile that suggests you know something he doesn't, not to be secretive, but because you are a whole, interesting person with hidden depths he is compelled to explore. This energy mirrors the elusive, inspiring, and beautiful part of his own soul, telling him that being with you would be an exciting and never-ending discovery. So, how does this theory translate into a real, tangible moment between two people? The magic happens in that breath, that heartbeat, right before a moment of physical connection. It's in the second before he reaches to hold your hand, before he leans in for a kiss, or before he moves to bridge that small gap between you. This is the pivotal instant. It's not a long, drawn-out process. It's a split-second decision where you consciously choose the energy you want to reflect back to him. This is where you move from understanding the concept to applying the signal. It's about reading the emotional temperature of the interaction and responding in a way that deeply resonates. Let's paint a picture. Imagine you're on a date, and the conversation has turned deeper. He's been sharing something a little vulnerable, maybe about a stress at work or a personal challenge. The energy in the air is soft, tender, and protective. You can feel him maybe wanting to connect physically, perhaps by reaching for your hand. This is a moment that calls for the energy of Eve, the nurturer. Just before that move, you might gently reach out and straighten his collar, or softly brush a piece of lint from his jacket. It's a small, caring gesture. And with a tone of genuine warmth, you could say something like, "It sounds like you've been carrying a lot," or simply, "You've been working so hard." This isn't a grand gesture. It's a subtle, almost maternal act of care that has nothing to do with romantic pressure and everything to do with seeing him and offering comfort. In that moment, you are mirroring the nurturing, safe harbor aspect of his anima. You make him feel profoundly seen and understood on a level that transcends the physical, creating a powerful emotional bond that makes him associate you with a feeling of ultimate safety and acceptance. Now, let's flip the scene. You're at a lively party, and the energy between you has been electric all night, full of witty banter, playful challenges, and charged glances. The air is thick with flirtation and possibility. He's leaning in, the space between you closing, and you can feel the intention for a kiss. This moment is charged with a different kind of energy. It's all about allure, mystery, and attraction. This is the territory of Helen. Right at that critical juncture, instead of moving fully forward, you might do something counterintuitive. Break eye contact for just a fleeting second with a playful, knowing smile, as if you're sharing a delightful secret with yourself, before returning your gaze to his. This tiny, almost imperceptible withdrawal isn't about rejection. It's about creating a moment of delicious tension and intrigue. It's a silent communication that says, I am here, I am present in this magnetic pull between us, but I am also my own captivating mystery. You are not a guaranteed outcome, you are an intriguing prize. This mirrors the elusive, alluring, and inspiring facet of his anima, triggering a deep, primal urge to pursue and to win over that fascinating energy. The absolute key to making any of this work is that it cannot feel like a rehearsed line or a calculated move. The signal must be a genuine, intuitive response to the energy he is putting out into the space between you. It's about being so present in the moment that you can feel what kind of connection is being sought. Is it comfort or is it passion? And then allowing the most authentic part of yourself that matches that energy to respond in a way that is natural and true to you. You are not pretending to be nurturing or mysterious. You are simply choosing to amplify that genuine part of your spirit in that specific instant. When you get it right, it doesn't feel like you're sending a signal at all. It feels like a perfect, harmonious connection because you are quite literally reflecting a hidden part of his own inner world back to him. You are showing him that you speak the silent language of his soul, and that is the most powerful attractant there is. The reason this approach is so powerful, and why it leads to something far more lasting than a simple crush or infatuation, is because it operates on a level far deeper than conscious thought or superficial attraction. When you connect with a man on this level, you cease to be just another person he likes or finds attractive. You become something much more significant, a living bridge to his own inner world. You become a mirror that reflects back not just your own wonderful qualities, but the most hidden, yearned-for parts of himself. This creates a bond that isn't easily shaken by life's challenges or the passage of time because it's rooted in the very core of his psychological being. This process generates a profound sense of soul-level recognition. It's that inexplicable feeling of knowing someone instantly or feeling like you've met them before. For him, it's the overwhelming sense that he has somehow, somewhere, always known you. This isn't about sharing the same hobbies or liking the same movies. It's a resonance that happens in the quietest parts of his soul. When you accurately mirror his anima, you are answering a call that his psyche has been sending out his entire life, often without him even realizing it. He isn't just meeting you. He feels like he is coming home to a part of himself he didn't know was missing. This is why the connection feels so effortless and deep from the very beginning. It's because on an unconscious level, for him, it feels like a reunion. This is what transforms a fleeting attraction into a lasting, forever kind of desire. A fleeting attraction is based on external, changeable things. A certain look, a shared interest, or a fun time. Those are wonderful, but they can fade. A connection based on anima projection, however, is internal and eternal. It's not that he desires you for the comfort or the mystery you provide in a transactional way. It's that in your presence, he experiences himself as more whole. He feels more integrated, more complete, and more truly himself. You become the key that unlocks his own capacity for depth, feeling, and connection. This makes you utterly irreplaceable. Another person might be fun or beautiful, but if they don't speak this silent, psychological language, they will never access that same depth of feeling within him. The desire becomes forever because it's woven into the very fabric of his identity. He's not just committed to you, he's committed to the more evolved, more complete version of himself that emerges when he is with you. This creates a loyalty and a depth of love that is resilient, enduring, and truly unconditional. So the next time you're with him and you feel that shift in the air, that almost magnetic pull right before a touch, I want you to remember something important. That isn't just a random physical moment. It's a profound psychological opportunity. It's a tiny window where you have the chance to communicate on a level far deeper than words. In that pause, take a breath. Tune into the energy that the two of you have created together in that specific moment. Is it soft and tender, or is it electric and charged? Then, from a place of authenticity, consciously choose to reflect back the facet of your own feminine energy, the nurturing or the alluring, that will resonate most deeply with the unspoken need he's radiating. This isn't about manipulating an outcome, it's about participating consciously in a beautiful, ancient dance of human connection. Always remember that this knowledge is not a tool for game-playing. It's a source of incredible personal empowerment. It's about moving through your relationships with more awareness, more confidence, and a deeper understanding of the hidden psychological currents that flow between people. When you understand these invisible forces, you can stop guessing and start connecting with intention. You get to be an active creator of the profound bonds you want in your life, rather than just hoping they'll happen to you. This is about building something real, something that lasts, because it's built on the truth of who you are and a genuine understanding of what creates depth for him. If this idea of using psychology to build more meaningful and lasting relationships resonates with you, then you're definitely in the right place. I dive into these kinds of topics all the time. If you want to keep exploring this with me, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. That way, you won't miss what's coming next. I'd also love to hear from you directly. What other Jungian concepts or aspects of masculine psychology are you curious about? Is it the shadow, the hero's journey, or something else? Let me know your thoughts and questions down in the comments below. I really do read them. Thank you so much for watching and for investing this time in your own journey of understanding and connection.